Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. 42 Dugg seemingly claps back at 50 Cent over Meech, said that he could do what he want to do. He ain't seen no paperwork that substantiate to make him feel comfortable to go against his Detroit homie, and I respect that, and he gets a round of applause from Unique Mecca Audio. All right? All right, relax. Make sure y'all go subscribe at my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, and at Unique Mecca Audio Prison Stories and Mecca Audio TV. Let's get this thing popping. All right? You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. Sit back. I'm going to give y'all a ride, man, so y'all understand. 42 Dugg, he done stepped up. 50 tried to out him, so now he in the beef. He going at it with 50, and I respect that. I'm going to say that. I respect that. You know, 42 Dugg from Detroit, he's saying that he ain't going against his homie for no outsider, saying nothing when he don't see no paperwork that he feel comfortable with to say that his homie is he Cypher. You know what I mean? Truth. Now, he ain't going with it, and you got to look back at this like this, right? You got 50 Cent who's in his body right now because of what Meech did. We know, we all from the street know that what Meech did was disloyal. The civilians and the YouTubers watching this that don't know about the street, which I understand, that's why sometimes it's best to just sit back and listen. They don't understand that we have a degree of loyalty amongst us. When someone is there for us and hold us down, we go all out. I saw a video, let me ride. I saw a video yesterday that came up on my feed. It was a dude that walked up in a barbershop and busted dude in the back of the head. Baya! You know? And he said, oh, I waited 5 years to do that. He said, you was my man and you done told on me? Baya! And beat him in the head with the stick again. His comrade done told on him, got 5 years. You know, got him 5 years. He did his time, you know, so for 5 years he was in there working out, doing push-ups and all he's thinking is, I'm going to get this mother when I get out. I'm going to get him. And then he roll up and he's sitting down in the barber chair. He lucky that his man, you know, wasn't trying to take it to the extreme, so he ain't put one in the back of his head. You know, just keeping it real, because that's the way it went down in my days. Then now, instead, he hit him in the back of his head with a stick, boop, and stepped back to give him a fair one, you know? Now, how could you tell on your comrade and get him 5 years, and then you sitting back like everything is cool for 5 years and thinking nothing is going to happen? That's what a lot of you YouTubers is thinking. But it don't work like that. Because not only when you go into prison, then I seen another video, you know, a dude said, oh, they should leave the prison politics with the paperwork on the inside. No, we out here now. A dude need to know who's he Cypher Truth. And that's why anytime I hit these gunshots, every rat bastard in vicinity, they start to cringe and they try to make up things about Unique Mecca Audio, and that's what they do. The paperwork don't lie. I got locked up and sentenced for 255 kilos of crack cocaine. They charged me with 330 kilos of crack cocaine. I didn't tell on none of my comrades. I just did a video with my man Bootsy the other day where I told him straight up, and he knows, you know, you could have went down with me, but that's not my nature. And Bootsy said, I slept like a king because I knew you wasn't going out like that. So, you know, for somebody to say, oh, we don't know who you supplied, that's because I never ratted on the people that I sold to. When they grabbed me, I took mines and I went down as I should. And that's what make this whole thing seem funny, because I wasn't dealing with nobody on the outside, you know, that I felt was his Cypher Truth. You know what I mean? Y'all don't know what it is. Somebody put in the comments for him. But you have to know who's amongst you. And that's why these rat bastards, you know, and when I say bastard, a rat is one thing, a bastard is another. If a rat admits he's a rat and you know it's a rat, you know how to deal with the rat. But when a rat try and hide and say he's not a rat and then try and stick his head out and jug at, you know, at the men, They try to, that's what a rat do. A rat stick their head out and they just jug at the men. You know what I mean? To try and pull the men down to them because they was weak and couldn't stand strong. And that's what they do. So I don't really pay that no mind. I just want to give you all that jewel. And now we're going to ride back to 52 Dugg and 50 Cent. 50 Cent done got in his body behind what Big Meech did, hooking up with Rick Ross. I could imagine how 50 felt looking at it. And 50, as soon as he saw it, he went into war mode and said, it's a war. Little Meech didn't understand that it was a war because he's not from the street. Thank God. His family kept him somewhere safe. And just like my kids is not from the street because they were someplace safe outside of the grit and the grammar. And that's why we hustle to try and put our children in a better situation if their parents would allow us. You know, you're in jail doing 26 years. What could you do? You're at the mercy of the parent, you know, of the parent that's on the street, whether it's a female on the inside or a male on the outside. But then now, 52 Dugg told him straight up, man. He said, unless you show me some paperwork, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But, you know, and I told you, the paperwork don't look good. The paperwork don't look good, but there's still a hanger thread hanging on there that, you know, I'm all the way from New York City, and I'm not going to jump out there and call Meech a rat because there's still a slimmer of, you know, a thread that he's hanging on to. But the way social media is making it look, they putting everything out there. So, you know what I mean, the way they want to put it, and people grab it to make content and jump on it and add to it and add to it and add to it. And before you know, you got one big ball of lies. But at the same time, you got a bunch of people watching that's not from these individual neighborhoods or not from the street. And when they sitting back, they watching, they believe in whatever they see on YouTube and whoever tell it the best. That's why we got paperwork. I think I might just put my paperwork up later on so they can say I'm bragging that I got caught with 255 keys. Ain't no bragging in that. I spent 26 years of my life in prison. I don't even know my children. My children don't even know me. What do I say to adults that I don't know? You tell me. Other than try and build and move forward and try and know each other as adults, being that my choices caused me to be separated from them, and I was punished for that. I deserve to be punished for that, for breaking the law, and that's the way it is. But at the same time, I'm home now. If any of my children want to get with me, I'm here. I'm going to do whatever for them, and that's it. You know, because I love mines, but my choices made my life even more complex. I was just with Dame Dash shooting a movie or a documentary the other day and doing something for America New, and, you know, he told me I got a lot of trauma. He said that's traumatizing. I never even thought about it. To me, it's the norm. You know what I mean? Is that trauma? Could you imagine going to jail and your daughter's 18 months and you come out and she's 27 going on 28? From 18 months to 28 and you haven't seen her in between. You haven't seen none of the growth. You know what I mean? And, you know, I know it hurts because it hurt me. I couldn't sleep at night in the prison. And I'm keeping it 100. I could not sleep at night thinking about my children, my mother, you know what I mean, my loved ones. It's hard, man. That's why I do these videos so y'all understand. Don't become a part of the street. But then, like I said, you got these rat bastards that just need to sit in their place. But they can't do that because they want everybody to look like a rat bastard because they chose to go down that path. That's your choice. Stand on it. That was 42 Dugg's choice to give Big Meech 50 grand. And then 50 Cent gonna tell Dugg, you should have gave that 100 grand to young Dugg. 50, you can't tell a man what to do with his money. At all, you can't tell him what to do with his money. And that's what the problem is. People trying to dictate other people's actions when you got to just stay in your place, man. And you see the way 52 Dugg responded, you know what I mean? He clapped right back and told, you know, 50, if you ain't got no paperwork, I ain't trying to hear that. Mix me with that F crap. You know what I mean? And told him straight up. That's what Little Meech should have done when 50 made that allegation, being that he ain't seen no paperwork that his father's hot. Now, if you want to talk about that, let's ride. We're going to talk about Cavario. All right? I read Cavario's book, Raised by Wolves. Go cop his book, Raised by Wolves, right? He went up there and he stamped that Meech wasn't hot. I can't do that. I seen too much that don't look good, but I'm not gonna go on here and stamp that he is hot. So I'm gonna say that, but I'm gonna say the paperwork don't look good. Just like when I was talking to Whack 100, you know what I mean, on the joint that I did. If you don't know, I'm talking about. Go back and look at my live. I was talking to Whack 100 and you know, a couple of 600, you know, and Loose Cannon, you know. And people say, oh, they attacked you. They attacked you. You should have brought me up there. No, they didn't attack me. They brought their evidence where they felt that Jimmy wasn't right. You understand? And I know how the feds work. And if the caller can't be identified, you can't charge the caller. So if the person on the other line is not identifying the caller, and then the caller is not identifying it's him, then they can't move forward with a case. That's simple. But yes, everything that I heard in that tape, they could have used against Jim as what they call it, to indict him for conspiracy. But until they could prove that, listen, I know dudes that walked right up to somebody and blew them off in the face, had a mask on and everything. And I knew dudes that blew their face off and didn't have a mask off. Nobody went to court to testify. You understand? Everybody know that he did it. The streets was talking he did it. It got back to the feds from the informants. But the actual people that was there was on man time. See the difference, right? Let me tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna take y'all into my trauma for a minute. When I hear that someone got killed, someone got shot, you know, if I hear someone got shot, someone got killed, when you hear that, what do you think? When you hear, oh, such and such got shot, such and such got killed, you feel sorry for him, right? Oh man, nah. I ask, what did he do? Who did he piss off? A dude ain't shooting you for nothing. Who did he piss off? That's where my mind is at. My mind ain't on the victim. I'm just keeping it 100 because I'm standing on this side. I might have to put a hot one in somebody. So on the strength of that, you know, that's where my mentality is at. Because I know if I do it, it ain't no matter about, don't feel sorry for him. I get shot, don't feel sorry for me. I go to prison, don't feel sorry for me. I can hold my own. I went down as a kingpin, right? We riding. I went down as a kingpin. None of my comrades went with me. That's why I know that Diddy indictment is fake, because you got to have co-defendants. You got to say what they did in order to move the conspiracy by the ways, means, and manner forward to violate the codes of the statutes of the United States. Period. Diddy's joint don't have no names in. I'm gonna do a joint on Diddy later on, break it down how he might. I think he gonna beat this. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna put in the comment, he's defending Diddy. No, because a person is innocent until proven guilty, even if it's Diddy that made $1 billion and a lot of y'all is mad. You know what I mean? What we saw on those tapes with Diddy and Cassie, he should have been locked up and put under the ground for putting his hands on that young lady. Period. You know? But did that amount to sex trafficking when they been freaking off for 15 years? Just think about that. And because that tape went out there and it said that he tied up people, he had minors, he kidnapped, he had the baby oil, he had the this, and then come to find this, there wasn't even no baby oil. So I don't know what all those pictures of bottles of baby oil was. Somebody put in the comments. I seen on one of the things that flashed over the feed that it wasn't even no baby oil. So what is going on here? But that's how powerful the media is. New York prosecutors, they put it out there that there was all these sex tapes and everybody ran with it because they knew all these beautiful rich people was at Diddy's galas over the last 20 years. So now they mind get to wondering, they lips get to jabbing, they mind don't get to working, and all they thinking about is getting a bag, so they make up anything. They say, yo, Leonardo DiCaprio was in the tape. Oh, Poochie Poop was in the tape. Oh, man, they got the tape with such and such. He was bent over and you could hear such and such. Take that. I mean, come on, dog. You know what I mean? Yo, this is crazy. You know? I mean, just to sit back and see what I walked out into in this world, that's trauma. I'm traumatized from seeing how the world is. You know what I mean? Because look at this picture up there with 50 Cent and this young man. 50 could be that kid's father. And you argue with a young man that's trying to find his way, that's trying to honor the street. He said, man, my homie from my town came home, I'm giving him $100,000. No disrespect. Let me ask you this, 50. Which one of your homies from Queens you gave 100,000 to? You might have, I don't know. But that's just a question. You know, you aired it out that he gave him 100,000. He wrong because Meech is allegedly hot based on what you saying. I got that. You know, but the kid said, nah, your paperwork don't add up. I'm riding with Unique Mecca Audio. I'm waiting to see the whole thing and let it play out. We need to hear from Tammy exactly what's going on. We know what she said in there and all that, but right now this is new age where they got, you know, audio of everything, not just transcribed. They got the audio, so you can hear exactly what happened. So y'all that want to chase this big Meech coffee thing, nothing wrong with it, but chase it and do it the honorable way. Go get the audio and bring the audio to YouTube and play it and expose him if it's room for exposing. But if it's not and you listen to it's nothing on there, be man enough to come up here and say, man, I heard the audio and Meech ain't hot. Whatever it is. But the whole point is be straight. Yo, you got these fake rat bastards, right? Every time these gunshots go off, they just cringe and cringe. And that's baffling to me. I didn't even know that it'll do that. You know, like, you know, like my pit bull. I got the electronic fence. If it go past a certain line in the fence, it shocks them. And that's the same thing these do. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's how the rat bastards feel when I shoot it. So now that they feel I'm talking about them, and I'm going to say it again, a rat is a rat, and it's cool. Stay over there. I understand. I'm not no rat hunter. You know what I mean? I'm not going to disrespect you, but I have to let the people know who you are so you don't deceive them. And that's for the rat bastards, because the rat is supposed to let them know, yo, I had a case, man, back in 95, and I had to tell. I wasn't trying to go to jail. I ain't going to jail. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I told. You know, tell it straight up. That's a rat. But a rat bastard is, I ain't tell on my case in 85, 93. I ain't tell on that, no. You know, I'm there. Everybody else told on me. I ain't never told it. I never will. And that's the bastard speaking. So understand that. The bastard is the one that hide who he is. Just like you have two mixed breed dogs. You know what I mean? A Chihuahua and a Pit Bull. A German Shepherd and a Doberman Pinscher. It's a bastard. You know, a child that don't even know what father is. That's a bastard. Pick a side. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's not that hard, man. You know, it's like everybody call it once. But anyway, it's morning time. So let me end this. But anyway, so that's where we at, man. You know, 42 Dugg did it like he was supposed to do. He stood on business and he let it be known straight up. I'm not going against my homie, you know what I mean, for what you say or anyone say unless they got paperwork. And that's the way it's supposed to be. You get another round of applause. You get another round of applause. But I respect him because his homie from Detroit comes home and he looks out for him. Everybody talking about, oh, Meech doing bad. Yo, the feds rape you, my dude. That's what they do. They rape you and then they throw you back out so that you could be humiliated. That's what they're trying to do to Diddy now. They're trying to take that whole billion and throw him back out so he look like Meech coming out discombobulated in 30 years. These people not playing, man. This is what you call public lynching, public humiliation. I could only imagine how Meech feel coming out into this world right now and, you know, just knowing when they called his name, Demetrius Fellery, you know, release. And then now he going up, they ready to leave. He said, man, I'm getting ready to go home. My son with 50 Cent, he done went to acting school. He got the bag. We got 50 Cent on our team. The next season, get ready to come out. I'm walking right out into $1 million. And then he come home and his son spent his little $4 million that he made. So he ain't got nothing to give him. And 50 see that. So 50 said, I'm going to watch this dude to see how he move. So he ain't give him nothing. Because he was watching him. And then Meech revealed his hand when he ran outside and went to go talk, you know what I mean, to the ops. When he could have bought that same proposition at 50, and 50 could have did it 50 times over. So why, Meech? Why would you take that over to 50's ops after he did so much for you. I understand you just come home and you want your bag. You want to be able to do you. And then 50 clowning him, you know what I'm saying? Oh, get the baby his chain back. You know what I mean? Because he was wearing the BMF chain for his son. 50, no disrespect. He can wear the chain from his son. That's his son. He ain't there where you at yet. You know what I mean? And Meech is going to get there. You know what I mean? Meech is going to get there because the brand is there. But not at 50 tear down. And that's why Meech took it where he took it, because we riding, and took that ass to court and said, you diminishing my brand. You trying to ruin my brand, and I would have made $100 million. So you owe me $100 million. That's what the lawsuit is. So y'all gonna say Meech ratted because he went to court? To tell 50 y'all, you're trying to diminish my brand? I want $100 million? And that's the same way YouTube have it in place, that when I put up these fly videos, I'm in charge of them. Somebody use it for something positive, I don't mind. Somebody use it for something negative, I have the right to sue them with the YouTube. Because YouTube have what they call a copyright, the same as a court have a copyright. A trademark, that's my logo spinning, you know, right here on the right. That's my logo, I own it. Trademarking and everything. So that's mine's. This image you see is mine's. That name on the screen, that's mine's. I'm business. All that is copywritten and trademarked, so somebody use it. Yes, I will report you if you do it. I'm taking your ass to court to sue you. If you want to call, and that means YouTube. You got to start there where the violation occurred. Don't forget, I studied law to get out of jail. I got myself out of jail. So all these people talking about YouTube police, yo, this is a business. When I pass on, my grandkids and great-grandkids and their great-grandkids is going to live forever. For everyone that's taking what they're doing on YouTube for granted, know that it's trademarked. It's copywritten. Because it's yours and it's electronically put up so you can show the date you put it up and then the date that somebody else used it 10, 15, 5 years or 5 days later. And that's what YouTube do. When you go to YouTube, let me ride with y'all, right? A lot of y'all on YouTube talking about getting YouTube and don't understand how YouTube works. This is the way YouTube works. You upload something, and when you upload it, you get that link. That link is like what they call that a notary stamp. That link tell you exactly when it went out to the public. So now if you feel somebody used your material and they're trying to eat off your material, especially if it's a rat bastard trying to eat off my material, you got doggone right. I'm going to hit you in the face where it hurt. YouTube, civil court. I want my bag. He used my thing. He tried to blah, 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 about me, and that's the way it is. But if it happened on YouTube, that link that you put up there so you understand, that's your notary stamp. That tells you the exact date and time down to the second of when you put it up, and you own that. And if someone used that, and then they're getting money from using your content, and you didn't approve it, oh no, give me mine. Give me mine. And anyone don't understand that, you must be a flip-flop wearing in public. Rat bastard. That don't make no sense. Somebody take your car and drive your car, and they joyriding with your car, and you're going to sit back and wait for them to bring it back. You're not going to report the car stolen that you're paying insurance on. Somebody explain that to me. This is how these rat bastards and the civilians that want to, get in a lane they ain't got no business get in, they try and make everything ratting. You know what I mean? Come on, look, you driving your car and you go to the mall and you come out and the car is stolen and you're paying insurance. What are you going to do? Well, now I can't rat to the police that they stole my car, paid 50 grand for. Nah, listen, now I'm going to take a ride with you. And like I said, I'm 60, but I'm young enough where all my people that was out there know how I move. I went to a hotel with a chick one night up there in the valley. You know what I mean? I'm up there in the valley, just went and checked out Wolf and them for the night. We was all hanging out, me, Big Ock, and everybody. And, I had a little shorty from down there in Drew Hamilton. And, I didn't want to take it to a hotel down there in Harlem. So I took her up to the valley to a hotel. We up in a hotel, we doing our thing. And, she wanted to see a photo album, so I grabbed a photo album. This back in '89. I showed her, remember 1989. I showed her a photo album. She looking at the pictures. You know what I mean? So now she's looking at the pictures, and then we leave the picture, photo album in the car. We go in the hotel, chill in the jacuzzi, do what we're doing. Then in the morning when I go out, the car missing, only the little sticker on the side that said Acura. That was on the window, was on the floor, on the broken glass. And this was like the second or third time I've been up there to that hotel. So I'm walking around the building like 3 times. I know I parked it over here. And then when I looked down, I saw the little Acura thing that let me know, now your joint was jacked. I didn't call the police because I didn't pay insurance on it. I didn't get insurance. Back in those days, we didn't get insurance because we wasn't buying them off no lease. We wasn't buying them off no finance. I bought my cars cash. I got the title to it. Everything is in my PSI safe. So any rat bastard that want to talk trash, pull my paperwork up and put Unique Mecca Audio paperwork up there. My case number is 93F3D at page 126 to 132 if you want to know who I am. That's my case. So any rat bastard come up here and say anything different, pull my case, my paperwork is there. You know, but like I said, I didn't use insurance then, so I didn't report the car stolen. But now I come home and, you know, you gotta have insurance, gotta have registration. Police should stop it with no insurance, no registration, and they'll let you go. We should just get a fake card that just said insurance. And the police looked at it. There was no computer to even run it in back in the 90s, in the early 90s, 92, 93. You just get a, you know, you used to just go to the insurance company and give them $150 and say, yo, let me get an insurance card. You pay $150. That's how easy it was back then. You know, and it was so easy because I'm seeing all this going on. I traveled all the way to the Dominican Republic, Amsterdam, Colombia. I done traveled to all these places with just my ID from the United States. No passport, no nothing. That's how we traveled back in the 80s and early 90s before this 9/11 and all that. And that's when I was on the street. We didn't use insurance. We didn't need no passport. Now I come home, you gotta have insurance, you gotta have registration, you gotta have a passport. You know what I mean? Because all they did if you didn't have insurance registration back then is they'll write you a ticket, you laugh at them, and you pay the $200. And so I might even tell the police, look, why even waste the time? Let me give them the money. Here, just take this $500 and I'm out of here. Just make it real simple. And yeah, they said, yeah, they took the $500. Because what's gonna happen to me anyway? Nothing. So that's how this thing play out, man. So, you know, back to 42 Dugg, man. What he did was real honorable, man. His man came home, you know what I mean? He don't even know him, but just the name and the brand and what he represent, and that's who he looked up to, and that's who he had pride in saying, yeah, you know, we had one of the biggest hustlers out the South, or the biggest hustler out the South, come out of Detroit, Big Meech, and I'm you know what I mean? And then now, here go a man saying, yo, you wrong for giving him 100,000? That's why my question, Dugg, ask 50, who did he give 100,000 to? Or anything that came home from New York. I don't know if he did or he didn't. But you did some player shit, letting it be known that I'm standing with my man. You understand what I'm saying? So now tell him, I'm standing with my man. Do you have any loyalty to any man? And I'm telling you now, you know, youngin, 42 Dugg, excuse me, so nobody don't try. You know, the rat dads, we say he called them youngin. I'm 60, you know, young man. Now, just so you understand, I know exactly how 50 feel, and he have a right to feel the way he feel when you take care of somebody. You don't do it for them doing nothing back. It's just the unwritten code and rule. When you on the street, you know that you don't bite the hand that feeds you, and you remember those that look out for you. I still see people I known from 40 years ago that helped me back then. And when I run into them now, if they need something that look like they need something, I offer it to them. And I'm just coming home after 26 years, but I'm in a better situation than some. So when I run into those that I'm in a better situation for, that's what I do. But then now, here it is, I run into the same ones that, not them, but some other friends that I met, you know, that I helped back then. And now I come home like Meech, with nothing, because the feds rape you. So if you want to go to prison, feel free. Come home with nothing, looking like Meech. That's what they trying to do to Diddy. That's what they getting ready to try and do to Lil Baby. I'm getting ready to do a video on that later, so stay tuned. But I just want y'all to understand, man. Nobody gave me nothing. Nobody owed me nothing. I just know to stay away from those when I do get the bag that didn't give me nothing. And you call it petty, call it what you want. But 50 got every right to feel that way after all he did for the Meeches, for them to go take pictures with Rick Ross, and then you got people say, oh, I can't believe he being petty. No, he ain't being petty. Nigga give you his loyalty, his heart, and you violate that, and you call his response petty? When a nigga violated your loyalty and your heart and disrespected that? Man, I'm out here. Been on here long enough, man. Yo, 42 Dugg. Round of applause again. That's 3 rounds of applause again. That's 3 rounds of applause. All right? Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, Juanita Mecca Audio, Unique Mecca Audio, Prison Stories, and Mecca Audio TV, and hit the like button. You know what it is. All right?
Cheers, cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio.